wipe down this real quick, wipe down the camera real quick. All right, and we are live. What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. What's up with y'all? Today we are going to be doing a lower body flexibility flow. We're going to be targeting our hip flexors, targeting our hamstrings, you know, just getting that mobility going for us. But I don't know how much time we got to do that, because when I came out here it was fully sun, fully shining, and now it's like very cloudy, very dark, like it might rain. So I'm hoping and praying that we can get through this entire yoga flow without a drop of rain landing on me, period. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. This is going to be an intermediate flow, so it's gonna be a little bit for everyone. I am gonna have some advanced poses in there, but I will include modifications. So when you guys are ready for that, let's go ahead and start. And we're going to start on our hands and knees, or tabletop position, whatever you want to call it, but that is where we are starting off today. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so here I am on my mat. Here I am on my hands and knees in tabletop position. We're going to be stacking our wrist under our shoulders, and we're also going to be stacking our knees under our hips. So I'm going to give you guys some time to just align that up. And once we are aligned, we are going to start with making some circles. So we're going to start towards the right. So we're just going in a circle, rocking our body towards the right, rocking back, and then sending our shoulders over the wrist, completing our circle. And we're just going to do this a couple times before we switch to the opposite side. So let's take a deep breath in. Inhale with me. And exhale it out as you bring that circle around. Let's keep that going. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here before we switch to the opposite direction. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, go ahead and switch. So now I am rocking towards the left side here, doing my little circles. And you guys do not have to go as deeply as I'm going right now. You can actually just keep it minimum like this if that's what's good for you. But I just find that deepening this circle, I really feel that in my hips, and I feel that in my legs right here, especially when I'm going down and around like this. I definitely heard a pop, I definitely felt a crack, but it was much needed. So let's take another deep breath in. Keep on rocking in your circle. We're gonna take one last breath here, one last circle here. Deep breath in, going forward. Deep breath out, going back. Let's find stillness. Go ahead and find stillness in your tabletop. Readjust if need be. Remember, we are stacking our wrist under our shoulders, stacking our knees under our hips. So let's go ahead and readjust there. Deep breath in here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're going to do some circle cat-cow. So what is a circle cat-cow? Basically, we're going to be dipping our belly like so, rolling towards the left. Then as we arch our spine, well, not arch, round our spine like so, we are rolling towards the right. So that right there is a cat-cow circle. Y'all, did y'all just hear that thunder? Oh my God. Man, I need it to not rain. I need it to not rain so bad right now. Like, I just need it to like be clear for like at least 30 minutes and I'll be all right. If it can do that, then hey, it's a good day for me, period. But if it started raining right now, while I'm mid-process, mid-doing this yoga flow, bruh, I'm just gonna shake my head. That's really all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna shake my head. But anyway, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, rounding the spine, rounding towards the right. Inhale, arching, rolling towards the left. One more time here. And now we're going to switch to the opposite direction. So this time, as we arch, we are going towards the right. And as we round the spine, we are going towards the left. So deep breath in, deep breath out towards the left. Inhale, dipping the belly, rolling towards the right. Exhale, rounding the spine, rolling towards the left. Let's do that 2 more times. Moving with the breath here. Inhale, dip the belly towards the right. Exhale, round the spine towards the left. center. Let's go ahead and find stillness. Go ahead and recenter the spine here. Also, it's going to get a little bit loud, guys. I just want y'all to know that because it is Friday and my trash does get picked up today, so they're just doing their rounds. So when they come and try to pick up the trash, it is going to be like super loud. Forewarning. Forewarning, y'all. Forewarning. For our next thing we're going to do, we're going to take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to send our hips towards our heels here, coming down into a child's pose. I'm going to keep my arms extended out in front of me like so, as I lower my forehead down to the mat. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, let's pick our hips back up. Let's shift forward. Let's tuck our toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Pick up those knees. Shift back. Downward dog. Alrighty. Downward dog, guys. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we start to paddle out those legs. Keep the neck and head relaxed here. We're just gazing at our big toes as we paddle out those legs. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Keep on paddling it out. And as we exhale, find stillness, grounding down through your heels here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. With our next deep breath in, go ahead and bend those knees. Inhale with me. Exhale, kick the left leg up, three-legged dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, bring the knee to your chest. Inhale here. Deep breath out. We're gonna take that left foot, step it in between your hands just like so. Lower down the right knee, coming into a low lunge. Deep breath here, still keeping our hands on the mat. Inhale with me. Exhale and windmill those arms up and drop them down to prayer. Let's take a deep breath here. And it's raining, y'all, and it's literally raining. Oh my God, you cannot make this up, y'all. You really cannot make this up. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we shift our hips forward, deepening the stretch here in our low lunge. Inhale here. And exhale it out. I'm not gonna lie, if it starts pouring down, I might have to cut our live short and go in the house on God. So hopefully it doesn't start pouring down too much. That's crazy. Just as I said that, it started pouring down. That's crazy, that's crazy. Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're going to have to cut this live short because it's pouring down. I don't feel like doing this in the rain, on God, but you know, I actually could. Y'all hold up. Let me move my tripod. I actually think I could do this in the rain. All right, boom. Do y'all hear the rain? Do y'all hear that? We're gonna continue. I just had to move my tripod under my little carport. Now I'm gonna move my mat, but we're gonna do this in the rain. We're gonna continue. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, it's like pouring down and stuff, you know. Hey, but it'd be like that. It'd be like that. We're gonna continue just like that. All right, so we're gonna continue in the rain. We're just going to continue on our low lunge here, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And take two more breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take our hands, we're going to set them on our mat. Tuck our back toe, lift our back knee up. We're going to extend the left leg coming into a pyramid pose here. Let's take a deep breath in our pyramid. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Two more breaths here in our pyramid pose. Inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift the left leg forward, bending that left knee. Go ahead and windmill those arms up. Coming into your high lunge. Oh, shit. It got windy real quick, y'all. It got windy real quick. I'm not even gonna lie. It got windy so quick. All right. Man, it's pouring down, y'all. It's pouring down really hard. I gotta bring a chair because, like, my tripod keeps trying to fall off. It, like, keeps trying to fall out. All right, y'all. Even though it is pouring down right now, even though it is still raining, you know what? It's still good. We're still going to continue our yoga flow. We're going to get back into our position. So let's get back into our high lunge, even though it's raining, period. All right. I got a lot of water on my neck, y'all. Don't you know the water just goes like that? A lot of water. All right. Let's go back into my high lunge. All right, from here, we're just going to take a deep breath in, windmill those arms up. Exhale, hands down to prayer. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead, take both your hands, lower them down onto the mat. We're going to frame our left foot here. Take another deep breath with me. Keep that left hand on the mat. We're going to take that right hand. We're going to stretch it up as we turn our right foot out at an angle. If you want, you can take your left hand. You can place it inside of the leg like so. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I'm going to keep my gaze on the mat here. That just feels better for my neck. And I'm going to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to windmill our hands up, coming into our warrior 2. Let's take a deep breath here. Warrior 2. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, we're going to take our left hand. We're going to set that back down on the mat. Take our right hand, set that down on the mat as we turn our right foot back in. So both our right and left toes are facing the same direction. Take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and lower the right knee down. Go ahead and extend the left leg out in front of you, inching it forward, coming into your runner stretch or half split, whatever you want to call it. And take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Two more breaths here. Inhale with me. One more breath here. Inhaling through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to shift our weight forward. We're going to bring that left foot all the way to the right corner of the mat. Go ahead and send that left knee down, coming into your pigeon pose. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're going to take a couple more breaths here in pigeon pose, inhaling through our nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One Inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to spin out, turning our right foot out, coming into a seated straddle pose here, a wide leg seated straddle pose. We're gonna take another deep breath here, and a deep breath out. One more deep breath here in our straddle pose. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna bring our legs together, turn around, come back into your tabletop. So let's go ahead and go back into tabletop here. Hands and knees position. Taking a deep breath with me. As you exhale, tuck your toes, pick up those knees, shift back, downward dog. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Last time we did our left leg, so this time we're going to do our right leg. Deep breath in, bend those knees. Exhale, kick your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee into chest. Inhale here. Exhale, take that right foot, step it in between your hands just like so. Lower your left knee down. Settle into your low lunge. Keep those hands on the mat for a deep breath in. And as you exhale, windmill those arms up. Bring them down to prayer. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Y'all, it is pouring down. My mat is totally wet. My clothes are soaked. It's just wet and rainy right now, don't lie. But I refuse to stop. I refuse to stop. So we're just going to continue. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to shift our hips forward, deepening the stretch in our low lunge here. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. If you need a bit of assistance or support here, you can always take your hands. You can always set your hands on your knees. Or you can always take your hands. You can always set them on the mat, just like so. Taking a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck our back toe, lift our back knee up. As we extend the right leg, coming into a pyramid pose. Deep breath here in your pyramid. And a deep breath out. If you want, you can always adjust your pyramid. You can always make your stance wider or shorter, depending on how comfortable you are. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to bend our front leg. Go ahead and lower your left knee down, just like so. We're going to extend the right leg out in front of us. Go ahead and flex that foot, and we're going to come into our runner's stretch. So deep breath here in your runner's stretch. Inhale. And a deep breath out. Two more breaths here in our runner's stretch. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and bend that front knee. Go ahead and place that front leg on the mat. Tuck your back toe. Lift that back knee up. We're setting up for a high lunge on our right side. Deep breath with me. Exhale, windmill those arms up. Whew. Lower them down to prayer. Here we are in our high lunge on the right side. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take two more breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to shift our... Y'all, I don't know where my mind just went. My mind totally went blank. But anyway, as we exhale, we're going to spin our left foot out. As we swing our arms out, coming into our warrior two on our right side. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'm actually going to scoot my mat back some since now the sun has come out. It's not raining that much more. Did y'all see all the water that just came off my mat? My goodness. So let's scoot this back some so I can be in the sun. Alrighty. I think the rain has now stopped. I feel like it poured down for a little and now it's like over with. So I'm actually gonna bring the camera back into the sun. I only had you guys like in the shade because shit, it was pouring down. Now that it's not pouring down anymore, we're gonna go back into the sun. Yep, back into the sunlight. Whoop. All right. Awesome, great, awesome. All right, now I can pull my mat back out over here. It has stopped raining, thank God for that. So I really was just gonna stop and go in the house because it was raining, but something said, you know, it's just a little rain never hurt nobody. But anyway, let's go back into my warrior two. Back into my warrior two on my right side, hands extended out into a T-shaped formation. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna take this right hand, we're gonna lower it down into the mat. We're gonna set it inside of our right leg, just like so. We're gonna take this left hand, we're gonna stretch it up towards the sky. And I'm gonna keep my gaze down at the mat because I just find this more comfortable for my neck here. But I'm gonna take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. 2 more breaths to go. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Last breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to turn our left foot to face the same direction as our right, planting both our hands on the mat here, framing our right foot. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, go ahead and lower the left knee down into the mat. This time, we're going to take this right foot, we're going to scooch it all the way to the left corner of the mat. We're going to take this right knee, we're going to lay it down against the mat, coming into our pigeon's pose. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale here in your pigeon. And exhale it out. I'm just readjusting here. Let's take 1 more deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. Last breath, inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're just going to turn our left foot outwards as we come into our seated straddle. Our seated wide leg straddle here. Let's take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. Let's take 1 more deep breath here in our seated straddle. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and bring our legs in, coming into a butterfly. Y'all, I have mud on my mat. It sticks and leaves all on me and stuff, I'm not even gonna lie. It sticks and leaves all on my mat, mud all on my mat right now. I'm gonna have to take a shower after this. Like, I'm gonna have to, wash my mat off or something. I'm gonna have to do something after this, just know that. But anyway, coming into our butterfly position with me, we're gonna take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Luckily the sun came back out because, man, I needed that. That's the whole reason why I came out here, because the sun was out. And then it just decided to rain all of a sudden. Oh my God, it poured down. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to flap your butterfly wings. Go ahead and start to flap your legs. If you're looking for more of a challenge here, you can go ahead and take your feet, pull them as close to you as you possibly can if you're looking for a deep hip opener stretch right here. If you're not looking for that much of a challenge, you just want some slight mobility, you're not really looking for all that, go ahead and just push your feet a little bit farther away from you to make this more accessible. Me personally, I'm gonna pull my feet as close to me as humanly possible. And then I'm going to start to flap my legs up and down, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm gonna take 2 more breaths here before we move on to our next exercise. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and find stillness. Go ahead and stop flapping those wings. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. As we take our hands, we're going to use hands for assistance here. Go ahead and separate those feet. Keep your feet on the mat here. Use them for assistance. We're going to give ourselves a little momentum here, rocking back and forth. Give yourself a love motion to rock forward and to come back up into your standing position. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and start to widen your legs a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Maybe about this distance. This is a good distance for us right now. We're going to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath in. Stretch those arms to the sky. Reach up nice and tall here. Lifting through your spine. Lifting through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale and fold forward. Placing your hands on the mat here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to widen your stance a little bit wider, just a little bit wider here. Let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to prepare ourselves for some Skavasana here. Let's take another deep breath in. You can use your hands for assistance here if this is going to be a bit of a challenge for you. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to be shifting our weight towards our right heel, turning our left foot out so that our toes are facing towards the sky. Deep breath here into our Skavasana. And as we exhale, we're going to push the ground away, shift towards the left side. And that is why I'm using my hands for assistance here. You can obviously do this without your hands, but I just find it a bit easier to just use my hands for assistance so I can shift from right to left a bit more effortlessly, or left to right a bit more effortlessly. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Now, after a couple switches, I do get the hang of it and I can't use without my hands, but I always like to start off with my hands because at first it's a bit challenging, no lie. Let's take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot of strength to do that for me. Some people might find this super easy, but for me, man, it takes me a good amount of strength. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's set our hands on the mat. Pop back up into our wide leg stance. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and place your hands on the hips. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come into your fully standing position here. Still standing in our wide leg stance. Still taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Next, we are actually going to prepare ourselves for some splits. If you are not comfortable doing the splits, I am going to show you guys a variation. And it is going to get loud. I just want you guys to know that, fair warning, because my trash is going to get picked up. So it is going to get super loud, like real quick. But bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Anyway, anywho, we're going to take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to turn towards the left of our mat, shifting our feet towards the left. So both our right and left foot are facing the same direction here, almost in a pyramid pose formation. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bend that left leg, slightly bend it and fold over, taking the hands, setting them on the mat. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're just going to scooch that right foot back as you scooch your left foot forward. Now here's where we get into our splits. If you are uncomfortable doing this, you can always take a couple blocks, set it under you, or you can even lower the right leg down until you're on your knee and just extend the left leg out so you're in a half split if you're not comfortable with a full split. I'm just going to continue to lower myself down. And here we are. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'm going to inhale here. And exhale it out. One more breath here, inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead, push the ground away, bringing your left foot forward. All right. Okay, I just stopped talking because I didn't want to talk over the trash can. Like I didn't want to talk over like the trash truck, so it was kind of loud. So now I'm gonna continue talking. Like I said, we're just bringing our left foot forward. We're gonna place our hands back on the mat. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, tuck your toe, come back up into your wide leg formation or pyramid pose, whatever you want to call this. Let's take another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to turn our feet towards the right, coming into a wide leg straddle. Deep breath here. Exhale, turn your feet towards the right one more time. So we are facing the opposite direction and we are in an opposite pyramid pose. So let's take a deep breath here. Hands still on the mat, inhale. I'm widening my stance here just to make my split a bit more easy for me. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, I'm going to bend my right leg as I scoot my foot forward. I'm going to keep scooting it forward, scooting my left leg back. Keep that going until I am all the way down against the mat. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here, inhale. And exhale it out. I'm just readjusting, y'all. I'm just readjusting here. 1 more breath to go. Inhale. And as you exhale, take your hands, push the ground away as you pull your right foot forward. Look, my mat is way stopping me from sliding more easily. My mat is like kind of like, since all the rain was on it and stuff, it's like a different texture and everything. It's totally like messing up my sliding formation, but it's all good. Anyway, we're gonna pull our right leg forward, coming into our tabletop. So we done did our splits. We done did our stretches. We're taking another deep breath here. And we're exhaling, sending our hips towards our heels. Coming into a kneeling position. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Hopefully it don't rain again. I'm not trying to get poured down on again, to be honest. Let's take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to sit all the way down on our glutes, extending our legs out in front of us just like so, coming into a L-shaped formation. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take our hands, we're going to set them on the mat. We're going to use our hands for assistance to lower ourselves all the way down. Let's lay all the way down here. Go ahead and use your hands and elbows for assistance to lower down with control. Go ahead and keep your knees up in the air here, keeping those feet flat against the mat. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to walk your feet back towards you, close enough so you can hug those knees into your chest just like so. Go ahead and hug them in. Hug your arms around your legs. Deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to rock from side to side, giving our tailbone and lower back a little massage here. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and find stillness, continuing to hug those legs in here. Take a deep breath with me and a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and release those legs down to the mat. Nice and slow here. Place those feet down first. As you walk your feet down the mat, slowly lower both your legs down, coming into your resting pose or savasana or corpse pose, whatever you want to call it. There's so many names for the same position. Just go ahead and make your way there. Take a deep breath with me and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Let's take this time to thank ourselves for this quick practice. I know we wasn't out here that long, but after getting rained on, I honestly want to take a shower. Like, I got so many leaves and dirt and like rocks on me. Like, I'm just trying to take a shower, to be honest. So let's go ahead and thank ourselves for this practice. Thank our minds, thank our bodies, thank our spirits, because we did good today. We're also going to take some time to set some intentions for ourselves as well. I'm going to give you guys a couple of breaths of silence to do so. So go ahead, take your time, set an intention for yourself today. Let's take one last breath here. With your next breath in, go ahead and pick your knees up off the mat. Set your feet flat against the mat here as you walk your feet closer in towards you. Go ahead and hug those legs into your chest. Deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and roll over to your favorite side to roll over to. Use your hands for assistance to push the ground away, coming back up into your seated position. Alrighty. Meet me back in the crisscross applesauce here. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. I'm gonna say two. Let's take two more breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale. And exhale and release. Alrighty guys, that brings our practice to a close. Just a quick little lower body flexibility practice here just to get our hamstrings stretched out and our hip flexors open. So hey, we did that. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, and liking. I appreciate you guys. I am going to read these 2 comments that's up here before we leave. And let me just roll up my mat and get ready to go. Man, My mat is so dirty now. After all that raining and pouring down on it, like, it's like so dirty, like, bruh. I got like pebbles and mud and rocks and leaves and all type of shit on here. No lie, no lie. Definitely gonna have to give this a wash, most definitely. But do y'all hear that thunder? Do y'all hear that? Like, the rain has passed, it has rained, it has shone, but like, I still see the dark clouds over there, and the thunder is thundering. The thunder is thundering. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna roll this up. Let me put my shoes on, put my Crocs on real quick. Even though it's like a puddle of water in them. Yes, 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 a puddle of rain in them. It'd be like that, it'd be like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and read these 2 comments, and then I'm going to skedoodle and skedaddle on y'all, cause yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry that I gotta like zoom in this close to see. That's because the sun is in my face and I really cannot see like that, to be honest with y'all. I think that says Donovan, but I could be wrong. But I think that says Donovan. But anyway, Donovan said, hey y'all, hey, what's up with y'all? What's up with you? What's up with you? And then we have Amy Smith here, and she said, hi, hey, what's up with you? Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for watching again. Peace out now. I'm finna skedaddle on y'all. We may go live again soon. I'm not for sure, to be honest. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, but y'all will see me within 3 days. Just know that y'all will see me within 3 days. But peace and love. Enjoy your day, your night, your morning, your evening, whatever time it is where you are, whenever you are watching this. Enjoy yourself to the absolute fullest. And then I will catch you guys later. Peace and love. Peace and love.